The other night I had a panic attack for the first time in probably 2 years, and I want to tell you what I did during this panic attack, but then also tell you how it relates to this underlying deep grief. I went to bed before my husband and my son, and at about 1:30 in the morning, when I was probably in a dead sleep, my son yelled, and I woke up straight in a panic. I stumbled to the door and I said, "Is everybody okay?" I found out pretty quickly, yes, everybody was fine, but that didn't stop my heart rate from absolutely going through the roof. In addition to my heart rate just accelerating beyond anything that is remotely comfortable or normal, I also started to have very swirly thoughts of dying, of like health, scary stuff, because that's kind of the way that the panic attack shows up for me. So here's what I did. First of all, I lay down on the bed, had my knees bent, and I asked my husband to get me some ice. I started to tell myself, the reason your heart rate is so fast is because of adrenaline. This is what adrenaline does to the heart. My husband came down the hall with the ice, and I popped a piece of ice in my mouth. Then as my body came down off of the adrenaline, I could feel my heart rate going down. I was practicing deep breathing and just labeling the sensations in my body. Then after that, my body just shakes and shivers like I'm really, really cold. And I tell myself, this is what happens when your body is trying to process the adrenaline. Able to have the combination of my thoughts being able to label my physical experience, in addition to the ice, which challenges the nervous system state that I'm in, really works wonders. Now, the thing that I didn't realize about this panic attack until I was talking with my therapist today is that the reason why I woke up in a straight panic is because for years, anytime I would hear a loud noise like that during the night, it meant that my daughter might be having a seizure. It was advantageous in that season of life for me to wake up on high alert because she needed me. Her safety was at risk. And here is where the grief piece came in. Now, my body doesn't know that I don't need to do that anymore. It's been 2.5 years since she passed away. My body doesn't need to do that anymore because she doesn't need me anymore. So not only do I have the fact that I have these responses, but that I don't have the person there that benefits from me having that response. Grief is weird, and it's going to take some time for my body and brain to remember that that's not necessary anymore. And in the meantime, I can have a considerable amount of compassion for myself when I wake up out of a dead sleep in a panic.